Alright, good day, good day. Today I'm going to do a little series called Esoteric Eye. Esoteric Eye is using the powers of real perception to understand what the meaning of symbols, organizations, and movements in society really are. Because with everything in society, whether it's politics, finance, history, anything, there's always two sides. There's the esoteric and the exoteric. Exoteric is the understanding that is on the surface level, that it's pretty much put out there for the average person. The esoteric, you have to do some digging. You got to dig under the surface. You got to go deep, and you have to do extra research, and you have to use critical thinking in your own discernment and your own God-given judgment to figure out. So it's a bit more difficult to ascertain the esoteric meaning, but that's what we're going to do in this series. So the topic for today is going to be LGBTQ, lesbian, bisexual, that community. Now the LGBTQT, I don't know how many different extra letters are on there now, but what this is really all about on the surface. Okay, so we'll cover the exoteric. So what it's meant to be about. It's meant to be about a movement of equality, a movement of peace, a movement of understanding, right? A movement of progression, social progression and social justice. That's what it's presented as. Okay, but what is the real agenda of LGBTQ? What is the real esoteric agenda? Well, the real agenda is that governments and big corporations and wealthy globalist billionaires, they want to promote this agenda because they know this agenda will make society weaker. That's right. Society will be weaker. Okay? Because when people are confused about their gender, they're not a threat to anyone. They're only a threat to themselves because they have mental illness. So when people are confused about their gender, they will not threaten the status quo. They will not rise up in rebellion. They will not demand for more. They're fucking confused about if they're a him or a her. That's their concern. Now, do you think the War of 1776, do you think the American Revolutionary War would have happened if we had these snowflakes around in those days worrying about their pronouns? Do you think they would have gone to war? No, they wouldn't, because they'd be crying about how the government misgendered them, So if these people existed back in the time when America won its freedom and became the most wealthiest, dominant player in the world stage, if these people were around, America would have never ever risen out of the ashes like a phoenix to become the new global power. And what they're doing right now is they're trying to ensure that America never rises again as a global power. And that's why they're pushing this LGBTQ nonsense, propaganda onto our children, into our schools, because they want to weaken our system even further, divide it and weaken it even further so they can create their new world order. And that's pretty much all it's about. It's not about equality. It's not about social progress. It's not about knowledge and sharing different opinions. No, it's not about any of that. It's all about making your children, the next generation, gender confused and easy to control. It's called you have to look up this word, okay? It's called the androgynous agenda. Androgynous means you're not male and you're not female, but you don't know what you are.
Yeah.
So you're confused. And that's what governments and powerful corporations want. They want the people confused, so they're easy to control. It's really that simple. It really is that simple. And I know a lot of people, social justice warriors watching this, are going to be like, no, you're simplifying. I'm not oversimplifying. I'm giving you the straight, honest truth. And you just have to be brave enough to confront it. And all those people who have been supporting these evil, globalist, satanic agendas, You need to call it out for what it is. It's an evil agenda to divide and control the people. That's it. Now we know what the real meaning of LGBTQ is, and now your job is to share it with all your gender confused friends and try and let them understand that they shouldn't be a tool of the elite pedophilic class, because that's what they are right now. They're just an instrument for the elite pedophilic class. And you really don't want to be that. You don't want to be known, your legacy is known that you were used as a tool for some rich pedophile. That's your legacy. That's what you bring to this world, is you were just a pawn for some sick pedophile. And that's what most of these people are. And that's the straight up esoteric truth right in your face. Deal with it.